Hi, my name is Keith, and I'm known as the Florida Stone Man, and today I'm going to talk to you all about the energies of actual gratitude. Today being Thanksgiving is a really good day to do that, and gratitude's a very important energy, but I see it being taught on the internet very incorrectly, so I'm going to introduce to you guys what genuine gratitude is and why you should be grateful for every little tiny thing. Before I start this video, yes guys, I have upgraded my jewelry set. Cool! Okay, now onto the video. I will say, people will be like, ooh, where'd Labradorite go? Well, now I have 2 Labradorites. Cool. Okay, back to the video topic. With the energies of gratitude, gratitude is a very powerful energy. But people seem to be very, they can get taken out of context. Let's just say that. People can try to say that they're grateful for something, and their actions will display otherwise. So people will be like, oh, universe, I am grateful, universe. Okay, the universe is a mechanism. God is above everything else, and the universe is the fishbowl that he made for us. It has different laws, such as the laws of physics, the laws of attraction, the laws of assumption, the laws of need. So many different physical and spiritual laws. So basically, in our universe, which is not the creator made the universe because, we're in the fishbowl. The fishbowl didn't make itself. The fishbowl was made with perfect mechanisms, and gratitude being a mechanism on its own. So on my YouTube channel, I teach about elevating. I teach about moving upwards. I teach about, most importantly, moving closer to God, and how you guys can communicate with your angelic guides, how you can perceive your angels better, how you can open your spiritual gifts and abilities. And the biggest thing ever with this is gratitude. You have to be very grateful for every little tiny bit of progress in your spiritual journey, because guess what? Most of you, when you're unlocking your gifts, are not opening, no one is opening your spiritual gifts. No one's opening their spiritual gifts like you. You opening your spiritual gifts, about 99% of the world has not developed spiritual gifts. Let's just say that. A lot of people will get their third eye open, but that's usually where people stop. So, when you find out how to develop your gifts on Florida Stone Man's YouTube channel, then you continue to develop them and open them past a point of where other people have their gifts. So there can be gifts of, there are a lot of gifts. You guys will have to do your own research on what kind of gifts. There's gifts of clairvoyance, clairaudience, and they all open together. There's gifts of clear smelling, clear knowing. There's a whole bunch of gifts. Now there's the gifts of water. I didn't know there was, okay. I left my door open for a long time today, especially it being Thanksgiving and having guests. Gonna kill a mosquito or 2 on here, and I'm surprised they got through here because I have a little bit of a veil protecting my bedroom, so I'm surprised the mosquitoes got in, but I left it open for too long. But you're gonna see me killing some mosquitoes in my room on this YouTube video. I'm very grateful I killed the first mosquito. Okay, and back to my video. The thing about energy of gratitude is you have to be grateful for every little tiny thing. You have to be grateful for things that you don't have as well. What happens when you're not grateful? And I'll talk about that in a second. So what happens when you're not grateful? Okay. Well, let's just say, because usually when you get a small blessing, it's a giant hint to something bigger coming, but it's kind of to see how, like, sometimes your angels, or sometimes most importantly the creator, will present something towards you and be like, like, let's just say you manifested $1,000 in an hour, right? And you got $100 out of $1,000 hour. $100 out of $1,000 after an hour, and you're just like, oh, I wanted to get $1,000, not $100. Versus, I am very grateful that I'm manifested $100 in the hour. Okay, great, wonderful. You're grateful for it, and guess what? Probably about 3,000 will come after that, just because you were so grateful for just a little tiny bit. So that's actually where people get destroyed. I'll tell you right now, that's where people get destroyed when it comes to law of distraction. Law of distraction, that's actually a good one. Law of distraction. Law of attraction. So people will get distracted by what they really haven't achieved, and that distraction, the law of distraction, will actually take away from their biggest wins. And this is very common. This is one of the most common things ever. So people will get so caught up and be like, oh, look what I lost, or look what I don't have, or look what blah, 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 blah. And you're doing so well to the point where other people would literally kill to get to where you're at. And if you're not grateful for it, you better believe it will be taken away. It will be taken away. This happens to entrepreneurs very often. Whatever you're not grateful for will be taken away in energy, maybe even physically. Like, let's just say you've had this, like, whatever, and now it's lost. Or, like, now it lost its value and something else gained its value. Okay. Energetically, physically, etc. It'll be taken away and given to someone who is grateful for it because they will value it more. Whew, this is a very good topic because people don't realize this. I mean, the people, especially entrepreneurs, who succeed the best and succeed the most, and you can be anything. You can be a hair salon person. You can be someone who sells book bags. It doesn't matter what you do. You can sell quilts. You can sell your little hacky sacks. I don't know what you guys sell, but you can entrepreneur anything. Maybe you're just building something. You're doing artwork. It doesn't really matter what you're doing because you're going to be successful at whatever you want to do through the Lord, most importantly. Once you're blessed, no human can take away your blessings because God has given it to you. Now, like I said, little tiny, even when people are manifesting wealth, the biggest thing people will see is a dollar bill on the ground, or get this, a penny. A penny. I've taught this before. You guys, when I say, haha, money, for example, when you're manifesting money, a lot of you are going to start seeing change everywhere on the ground. That is just a sign. If you're someone who is in the habit of picking it up and be like, oh, cool, a penny. And it doesn't matter. It's just being thankful for you even getting a penny. That means something came towards you. And it's usually just a little progress check to see, is this person really, are they going to be thankful for a penny? If they're not going to be thankful for a penny, then what are they going to be thankful for? If you're not thankful for the smallest thing, how are you going to be grateful for the biggest thing? Like, what kind of, is it genuine gratitude at that point, or is it more of like an exchange? So the thing is, if you are grateful for the tiniest of things, the biggest things will come to you and you'll hold them. So the thing is, you'll be able to hold what you have. I've seen another YouTuber talk about gratitude as in cement, and he's 100% correct in that. So he basically talked about how gratitude is cement. It cements your manifestations. And how I look at it is, gratitude is cement, but the thing is, gratitude is cement in the fact that it cements that you're genuinely grateful for it, you prize it, it has genuine meaning to you, and you're genuinely going to keep it because you value it and you're energetically invested in it, and it's something you are happy with. Versus you getting a blessing, you not being happy with your blessing, and to your angels, most importantly the creator, it's like, you're not happy with this? Well, someone else will be happy, and maybe you'll be a little more humble when you have less. So that blessing will be taken away from you, and your blessings will be put on hold when you're not genuinely grateful. Now, I do see people faking gratitude, which I actually uncovered. People will fake gratitude because online teaches that gratitude is another mosquito. Okay, get back here. Online will teach. This is only a YouTube video where I'm killing mosquitoes on here. This is like I said, my bedroom is very well sealed off, but I've had some guests over because it's Thanksgiving, so yeah, mosquitoes gonna be flying around. But when it comes to the energies of gratitude, online teaches, if you're not grateful, you got to be grateful. Say, I'm happy and I'm grateful, and I'm grateful and I'm happy and I'm very, very grateful. But people will say that and not genuinely be grateful. Some people will just say, I am grateful, just because they know that they're supposed to say that they're grateful, and they're not going to keep the... I've had people message me on TikTok. They're like, I'm saying I'm grateful every single day, 3 times a day, and nothing's happening, and like my situation's not getting better. I'm like, are you actually grateful? And they're like, kinda, not really. I'm like, it has to be genuine. If you want to actually keep what you have, then you have to stay... You in the astral realm, with your angels, you can't lie. And how many mosquitoes are in my room? I don't think I killed that last one, but I'm gonna get it though. The thing with, and these are not actually female mosquitoes. They're male mosquitoes too. So they're not the kind that bite. They're just they're like giant fruit flies. So they smell different smells, and they're like, it smells good in here, and they're not gonna bite you, but they fly around. But I'm still not taking a chance because there's some female mosquitoes in here too, and those ones in Florida bite really hard, so I'm gonna make sure that doesn't bite me. Like I said, the giant male ones are really not that they're not harmless, but they're just kind of like, I don't need a mosquito to be like, hello, I'm grateful guys, thank you, bye, on my Thanksgiving YouTube video. But when it comes to gratitude, ask yourself when you're grateful for stuff, am I actually grateful? Because if you're not, you're going to get checked, and things will get subtracted and taken away. When it comes to, and some people say, I don't know how to pray, I don't know how to talk to God. Or some people say, people will be like, I don't know what to tell God I'm grateful for. Here's a little test. Name 7 things right now. If you're watching this YouTube video, name 7 things right now on the spot. What are you grateful for? And you can be once you start going through the energies of gratitude, you're like, oh, like life is pretty good, huh? Because once you realize what you're actually grateful for is when you start activating certain vibrations that bring you so much more. So when you have something, you attract more of it. When you're grateful, you'll attract more energies of gratitude. So let's just say you're grateful for a $5 win on the scratch off. You're like, oh, thank you, I'm very happy. It's just $5, but it's just the energy of winning. Which is why people who play scratch-offs and don't really care actually win the most, for example, for the people that I've helped. When you don't care, it's just like, oh, awesome, versus I will talk to people who win $100 on a scratch-off ticket that costs $5, and it's like, I wish I got the $500. And they never win anything after that, because it's like, oh, you weren't grateful for that, so you really think you're going to get more? It'll go to the next person who will be grateful if they got half of that, you know? I mean, it's just fun to play scratch-offs, and you win them just because you're having fun. You don't really care that you won. You're like, oh, okay, cool. This is just, it's about the energies of gratitude, of it's being fun and happy and actually grateful for what you have. So, for example, I'm going to say I'm grateful for my crystals. I'm grateful for my knowledge. I'm grateful for my YouTubers. I love my YouTubers. I'm grateful for being on YouTube. I'm very happy that I can do longer videos. I'm very grateful that I'm constantly expanding and more people are getting help and real knowledge because of my YouTube videos really blowing up. I'm very grateful that the YouTube shorts get so much attention, even if there's negative comments. I'm very grateful that those negative comments actually put me higher on the algorithm. Those are 7 things I'm grateful for. And if you ever, I told you guys I want you to name 7 things you guys are grateful for on the spot. Because as you name 7 things you're actually grateful for, you're going to feel really happy. Like, I just got like a little jolt of happiness. Like, some people comment to me saying, oh, your YouTube short comments are so mean. They're feeding the algorithm. I had one person type 19 nasty comments, which I don't even read them. I look at the first letter, the first word, I'm like, oh, probably negative, and then I just don't read it, and then I'll scroll to the ones that I get a good feeling from, and they actually turn out to be positive comments, and then I'll reply to them. But I'm very grateful for that, because if you don't have haters, then you're obviously not doing something right. So cool. My haters are my motivators. I think that's a quote by Nicki Minaj. How awesome. Nicki Minaj quote on a gratitude video on Thanksgiving. But the thing is, you can actually... this is a good idea, because I've taken people out of funks like this. So if you have like a family member, for example, and that family member is bummed, like this person's depressed, like they're just a mess, like you just surprise them, like, hey, wake them up, and like, so you wake them up and say, okay, like, because you can say to someone, you should be grateful, but that's not really doing much. If you have to say that, then you're wasting your energy and you're not helping them in the right way. Saying you should be grateful, when most people say that, I've actually made a YouTube short about that. It's more so of a manipulation technique when people are saying, you should be grateful for the things I've done for you. Now you should do something for, like, no, that's not, there is different ways to say things to certain people. That's usually used for manipulation. If you would like a family member to actually be grateful, or someone who you put up with who's just really negative all the time and you want them to be grateful, instead of saying you should be grateful, because someone's like, what else can I say? Say, you should. No, actually don't say you should. Completely throw that out. Say, I think it would be helpful for you to practice gratitude. And the next thing that person will say is, I'm grateful already. I'm already grateful. And the next question you'll ask is, okay, cool, awesome, amazing. Name 7 things right now on the spot that you're grateful for. And they'll be like, what? What? And you will confuse the person. You will confuse the fog on them. You will just break the fog up and they'll be just like, what? 7 things on the spot, like, I'm grateful for, and most people will not be able to get more than 2. It's kind of funny, but this is kind of the humor of it, is you're kind of opening the person's eyes. You're just kind of like, and oh, I forgot to tell you guys, the one thing they're going to say is, I'm grateful for everything. So just tell the person you can't say I'm grateful for everything, because that doesn't mean anything. So you say, I would like to name 7 things on the spot right now that you're grateful for. Well, and you'll get the person thinking. You will. Maybe I woke some of you up who I asked that question to name 7 things you're grateful for. You will get that person thinking, but that actually gets the cogs going of screws in the person's head, bolts and screws in that person's head that will attract something positive and be able to open the avenue of blessings because that person's genuinely grateful. And that person will put off oxytocin, serotonin, endorphins, just all these happy hormones are just going off in that person's head because they're naming 7 things that they're legitimately grateful for, and the person will just start, like, you'll see their face, like, pay attention, say ahead of time, you can't say everything, and you have to name 7 things specifically. It might take that person a minute, or they might just fight you on it, and then they'll actually think even when you walk away, but say, okay, name something you're actually grateful for, and the person will go, but you'll actually take them out of their fog. That's one thing that's really cool about the energies of gratitude. It's a very powerful, positive energy that will make you very successful and will make you a master manifester, as people would like to call. But most importantly, this will put you closer to God. In the end, that's the most important thing. When you're genuinely grateful for what you have, you attract more. If you guys have any questions, ask them in the comments section. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. Ciao!